must have liked it.
I don't think so.
I don't think you can argue
if they would have used a cartoon, they could have recorded the voice one time.
Yeah, when it's over, you should have been like, you should have said you didn't like it at the time, but it's over now. You liked it. So.
All right. Are we going to do this shit?
I don't know. The Milky Bars are on me, Steve.
That has to be the show title.
Couldn't they come up with a better
slogan?
Fucking candy bar?
Yeah, they were absolutely disgusting as well.
Oh, great.
Like the worst things you've ever tried in your life.
But yet they lasted 30, 40 years or more. Do they still make them?
Yeah, still make them.
Is there still a Milky Bar Kid?
I believe so, yeah.
Good times. Good times. I think we should go full bore. The Milky Bars are on me.
I don't even know what a Milky Bar is, and I've watched all the commercials. Well, 4 commercials.
I don't know, Steve. Steve, how was your family reunion?
Well, I'm sure that there was things said in my absence on this show.
Don't try to play like you don't know. I told you.
None of which were real or true. It was a family reunion.
I disagree, Steve.
We had a bluegrass band.
I disagree because I think you said the sucked off cocks are on me.
No.
No, I didn't hear that either, Chris.
Now you're trashing Richard's heritage of the Milky Bar Kid, and that's something that his country has that we don't. We don't have. Milky Bar Kid.
I think you are the Milky Bar Kid, Steve.
I can believe that. Actually, it would explain the cowboy hat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this kid, I don't get it. He's not American, but he's acting like one.
Okay. I haven't watched said video, so
he's dressed like a cowboy. They don't have cowboys over there. They're too proper for that shit.
Okay. They're too proper for leather chaps and
yes. You can't wear leather chaps.
Sweaty men alone in the desert.
You cannot wear leather chaps at tea time. It just doesn't work.
Okay.
Tea is hot.
I might have to agree with you on that, Steve.
Well, assless chaps is what I would assume that Richard would wear. So if you spilt the tea on yourself, that would be a disaster.
Well, why am I wearing assless chaps in your fantasy? That worries me.
It's not my fantasy.
See, Richard, and you weren't with me on the fucking phrase I made.
I back you up, and then you start fantasizing about me in assless chaps.
No, I'm just saying that's what I would imagine you would wear.
Fucking Alcorn way.
14-inch dicks, Richard.
I've said for years, Richard, that people have this false narrative about Steve Alcorn. They think he's this fucking upstanding man.
I am an upstanding man.
I don't agree, Steve. I don't agree. You're the biggest shit stirrer I know.
No, I don't shit stir. I don't stir shit either. I don't do it anymore anyway. I used to be.
Steve just waits for the big boy to make a duty and then fucking
that was my past life. I don't do that shit no more.
Yeah. Try to act like you can distance yourself from it.
I can, because I did.
Oh. So we doing this thing?
What thing?
The show. The thing we do, Steve.
We can try.
Yeah, we'll make a solid attempt.
I'm gonna practice my card shuffling. Go ahead. All right. Still got it.
You all better now?
I am. I just wanted to see if I still had it. Been a while.
Okay. Can we go now?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is the Fortean Slip, episode 33. Bigfoot's Not Blurry. Welcome.
What?
Over the
that
course,
was your title?
Over the course, yes. Bigfoot's not blurry. Steve, listen. Not everything can be a fucking gem. Not everything's gonna tickle your asshole like a fucking hard dick.
I was against, you know, Richard's a problem with your show titles, and now I understand.
Yeah. Eat shit. You missed those meddling solder children, so
I seen it. I mean, I seen the title. I didn't see.
Yeah,
the
you
show.
didn't listen to the show because you don't support the Fortean Slip, the show that you're on.
Normally.
Right, Steve?
I got to give a shout out to somebody in the chat.
Oh God.
And why she's not watching a proper show, I don't understand. But
yeah,
I got to say hi, Dawn. Welcome to hell.
Dawn
Maserati. Yes.
Okay. Who's Dawn?
She.
Is you sure she wanted to be called out?
Yeah, I think she created the Maserati, the car. I think.
Oh.
That's her last name on here.
Oh.
But anyway, welcome to the show.
I'm sorry that my show title didn't tickle your fancy this week.
It's horrible.
I'm sorry, but it's about fucking Bigfoot and film. What do you want?
Well, let's go.
Because Bigfoot is not blurry in cinema.
How do you know that? Oh, in cinema. You're
yes,
right.
in film.
Well, there's films of Bigfoot that are blurry.
You know, you're like a fucking child. You really are. You fucking come in bumbling, fucking bull in a china closet, thinking you know what's going on. You don't. You're totally not up to speed. I'm willing to bet, Steve, that you haven't seen Big Legend.
What's that?
Exactly, Steve. My point exactly.
Is that the one that you asked me about earlier and asked me if I'd seen and I said no?
Correct. Okay,
so there's no bet there. You already knew.
Yeah, I was trying to act like you, dickhead.
I am. I could be considered a dickhead on occasion.
At times, yes. Yes, you could.
Most time.
I'm hoping, and I don't want to get anybody's hopes up here, although it should go down. I have spoken with Mr. Knapp, and we are working out a show. It might be just myself and him.
You're talking about the man who's published in like really high-end newspapers and stuff. That guy?
Well, his name.
It's still being published.
So I talked to him earlier today, and we're gonna try to put together a show between him and I on cults.
Ooh.
Yeah. So look forward to that. I will make it happen. I've made it my life's work now to do at least one show with Matt Knapp. And if you guys can happen to join, great. If not, fuck you.
Matt Knapp is like the king of YouTube.
I don't care if I have to stay up all night. I will be on that show.
No,
on or watching, because he didn't invite you on it. He didn't invite me either.
He just said if you guys can make it, that's cool. If not, fuck you.
No, he said if we can make it to the show. He didn't invite us on.
No, that was an invite.
He's going to do it himself.
That was a verbal contract, all right, and I will take you to court if you try to dispute.
How does that work? How does take? I mean, do you take it to court over there, or do you got to fly here?
I take it to our court. No, I'll just take it to Trump. He's coming over soon, so
just
me and him.
There you go. And he'll tweet about it.
Yeah, he'll tweet about it, and then he'll be in the shit, Steve.
You know, I recently rewatched the Dave Chappelle special, the second one that he released, the double shot on Netflix, but the first one of the two. And in that special, and I had forgotten that he said this, he said maybe Trump is the lie that fixes everything. And I got thinking about it today. You know, we've been fucking lied to by the government for ages. You know, the bullshit with the CIA selling drugs. You know, people who have been mysteriously not killed, like had committed suicide, but they had 2 fucking shots to the head.
Maybe they missed the first time.
The government has fucking been lying to us for ages. And now we've got Trump, who blatantly fucking lies. And maybe, just maybe, he's the big fucking lie that fixes it.
Huh.
And I got thinking about it today, and it kind of makes sense.
Maybe
whether or not it happens.
Maybe he's demonstrating absurdity by being absurd.
I don't know, Steve, but it really kind of hit me, and I thought maybe so. Maybe That's right. maybe for all of the bad shit, maybe something good can come out of it.
I think now I'm going to be a Trump supporter. Now that I know, now it makes total sense. Now.
I didn't say you should support Trump.
Well, it makes total sense now.
Steve, you're missing the whole point, Steve.
I'm going to get one of those signs, put a Trump Pence sign out my yard now.
Do we need to get you a fucking MAGA hat?
I almost bought one at the flea market today.
I don't fucking doubt it, you asshole.
They were selling them at the flea market today, and I damn near bought one just for fun.
I wish you had.
I almost did.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, but I got thinking about that. But no, I thought because I watched Big Legend. Richard watched Big Legend.
Nobody told me about Big Legend. I didn't even know it was a thing until you messaged me.
I didn't know until today, Steve.
Well, then why didn't you say, hey, why don't you watch this?
Because I didn't know I was going to do it until very recently.
So you watched the entire thing and then told me about it?
No, I watched it like, oh, shit.
I bet he's lost his keys again.
Remember when I said I found my keys?
Fuck off. Take over for a second, gentlemen.
I do not love 14 inches of anything except spam dogs or something.
Well, I don't know, man. The whole
how do these rumors?
Chaps. You said you liked 14-inch dick. You did say that.
I never said that. I did not.
Oh, you did. There was definitely said.
There was a reference to 14-inch cock. Yes. Did I say?
You said you were in favor of it. That's how that rumor started, Steve. You started it.
I'm in favor of 14-inch cock.
Okay. Well, see, you just
no. That's not what I. No.
You just said it again on this show. So in future, we can reference this show as.
I did not.
Oh, Will said it was hog.
Yes, so. Well, I mean, for those of you who are in favor of 14-inch cock, I have no problem with that. I particularly am not. I don't.
I think you protest too much. Besides, you did just literally say that you were in favor of it.
What happened to our chat room? Our chat room used to be like, "Oh, why do they pick on you so much?" And they're mean to you. Now they're like right along with you guys now.
But when did they ever fucking say we pick on you too much? And more importantly,
I get private messages all the time about how mean you guys are to me.
Private messages. Let me tell you something, buddy. I'm in that chat room all the time. The shit I have to deal with. And not once has anyone ever gone, oh, you pick on Steve too much. Oh, be nicer to Steve. And, if you're thinking about writing that, oh, KT. Oh, no, there. She's not picking up for you.
She's with me. She's with me. I don't help my own cause.
You don't help your own cause.
It's very hard to be a very nice guy who doesn't say stupid shit, but sometimes stupid shit comes out of my mouth. I get it.
Right. Like you're in favor of 14-inch cock.
I am not. Why would I be? I mean, I'm a heterosexual
you're
male.
Opposed to it. You don't have to be homosexual.
I'm not opposed to
a cock. Where is that written? There are many straight women that like boobs. And there are many straight men that like dicks. So what? You're just, one of them guys who likes big dicks.
I am not. But, I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. I just am not one of those gentlemen.
Yeah.
They can, the guys who like 14-inch cock, that's fine with me. I mean, if they want to. I'm not a big fan of it myself. I think it would hurt. Either having it or having it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say no to a 14-inch. Although, according to my female friends, there is such a thing as too big.
Yes, and I'm assuming that would be too big. Well, I don't know. My wife seems to be happy with it, but see what I did there, Richard?
Yeah, no, that was very clever,
Very
especially
clever.
when you paint it green.
What did this show become?
I fucking hate people.
Oh yeah, well they hate you too. So
Well, you know.
I'm guessing.
good?
I'm guessing it's going to be a shortened show tonight.
No,
Oh, good.
no, because because why wouldn't we get calls from a property that we don't do the fucking maintenance on?
Well, I saw your number and thought you guys could help.
No.
not
We
a property
we give them the emergency line, and then we have to call the owner of the property because we don't do any of the friggin' maintenance.
Huh.
So it just makes it
Seems
fucking
legit.
difficult. But anyway,
We had a very nice, pleasant adult conversation while you were gone.
oh, you did
We carried the show for you.
good. For
We
you,
did
Steve.
carry it,
I'm so glad.
and we didn't drag it down to new lows or anything.
No.
I wish you would.
Oh well, don't listen back.
Just
Yeah,
fuck-
totally.
just push that stick right down and drive this fucking thing into the ground.
That's pretty much what we did.
One big
As long as
plane
it's a
crash.
14 dick.
So anyway,
So, big legend.
Big Legend, yes. Who doesn't love Big Legend?
Me, I've never seen it.
Well, fuck off, Steve, because we have.
It was full of
You
cliches.
told Richard about it.
It was a classic B movie. We were just throwing around ideas for show topics, Steve. I was always pitching my Fortean video game idea. Chris isn't a fan of that, so he came up with.
I just don't know how well it'll play off.
Oh,
On
great!
this
It
show.
would be awesome.
Well, we can do it sometime, but you know,
I mean, a video game about Fortean stuff. Awesome.
it's not a video game about 40 and stuff, Steve. He's talking about urban legends about video games.
Oh, yeah, that's not so good.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So so this film is proper B movie. It's full of cliches.
And by the way, B movies are not something that I'm like, yay, a B movie.
I, on the other hand, fucking love them. So
Richard and I are very opposite when it comes to that.
I like B movies.
But I, on a whim, checked out this movie. And it is a great movie. Like, it's not like, I'm not like, this is the most amazing movie I've ever seen. However, for a B movie about Bigfoot, it was perfect. Like, it had everything that you wanted in it.
Oh yeah.
Was Danny Bonaducci in it?
No.
Oh.
No, you didn't get that.
Not the complete trifecta. Almost.
Yeah. It does have Lance Henriksen in it, though.
Oh, well, there you
Good
go.
old Hicks.
Which makes every movie better.
I don't know who he is.
Except for Alien versus Predator.
Yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't fucking fix that with
Well, no one could. I mean, that was doomed.
an extra $15 million in the budget.
That was doomed when they okayed the script.
It's just so bad.
It was a terrible film. And the sequel.
However, the new Predator movie looks like it might be pretty good.
Oh yeah, I'll check that out. Oh, I'm a fan of those two genres, aliens and predators. Not together, separately.
Yes, they need to be separate, as they should be.
Separate, arm's length.
Unless it's in a comic book, fuck you.
Yeah, the books were good. Have you ever read the Alien vs. Predator books?
Some of them.
Yeah, very good. I like them.
So, I checked out Big Legend, and it is. It's it's like a story about this guy. Within like the first part of the movie, you find this out. Goes out into the woods with his girlfriend, and
She gets kidnapped.
she gets taken, and then he goes on a search to try and find her and go after.
You're missing an important point there.
Okay, what'd I miss?
Okay, this is the bit where the movie hooked me, and I was like, I'm going to like this. She gets kidnapped, and then it's like a year later, and he's coming out of a psychiatric hospital. And I'm yes, I'm involved. I'm involved now with this film. me and Big Legend are on the same page.
But he did think that she was, you know, that there's a possibility that she's still alive, so that's why he wanted to go search.
Obviously, yeah. I mean, he teams up with that hillbilly poacher type dude
At some point, yeah.
and they have
Which
wacky
I mean,
adventures.
if you've watched the trailer or anything, you kind of get the gist of that anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's very cliched. It follows the tried and tested formula, but it's a good movie, you know.
And you know, was the Bigfoot costume, you know, perfect? No, but
it was fucking terrible.
Yeah, it was just like this is this long friggin' hair. You barely see anything. Like
if Doug Hudson watched that film and was drinking something, he'd just spit it out.
Oh yeah, he'd throw a glass at the TV.
So it wasn't anywhere near Doug's.
Oh, fucking Doug Hudson's suit makes this one look like a piece of dog shit.
Have you ever seen The Ghost in the Darkness? It was about the same level of the fake lion costume in that.
Who doesn't love The Ghost?
So you're saying this was a low-budget film?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, really low budget. But they didn't skimp on using, like most low-budget films, they keep the monster hidden so they don't have to spend so much money. No, they were like, go for it, go wild. I don't believe it anyway.
You see this thing a lot. I mean, it's pretty. I mean, in the beginning, you don't like they keep it kind of hidden in the beginning, and then later on,
it's everywhere.
Like, it's full bore. You see that motherfucker everywhere.
It's like the polar opposite of Willow Creek.
Yeah, exactly.
Bigfoot footage.
Yeah, like because you see nothing really in Willow Creek.
No, just a foot at the end.
Yeah, you know, and that whole. I mean, with Willow Creek. Everything was inferred.
Yeah.
And then I don't even know what that movie was about.
I still don't know.
It was a found footage film.
I left the end of that movie going, what did I watch?
The naked lady at the end just...
Yeah.
It didn't make... I mean, it made sense, but it didn't make sense.
Why?
You saw more nudity in that film than you did Bigfoot.
Yes.
And there was only like 30 or like
and Richard's right, it wasn't good nudity either. It wasn't like yeah.
We're not endorsing the nudity in that film.
It wasn't like the pair of accidental titties I saw a week ago.
Accident what?
Well, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
I'm not saying Willow Creek was a horrible movie. I'm not a big fan of the found footage shit anyway. This one was
found footage films, okay? I'll tell you why. Because the entire premise of the film is someone kept a camera running the whole time, no matter what. And once you accept that, anything that happens in the film is more believable than that fact.
Yeah, but the genre's been overdone. After the
it has been overdone. I'll tell you what, the best found footage film I've ever seen was Alien Abductions. I watch that once a week at least. I love that film.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
You guys did a review on it.
Did we? Oh, shit.
It's the one with the redneck. You're the reason
must have been great.
That film.
Oh, fuck.
It must have been great. Neither one of us remember it.
It's the one where the woman gets folded in half when she's taken up to the...
Oh, yeah. I think I know which one you're talking about now. Yeah, that one's not bad. That was not bad. I'm a big fan of the new Blair Witch movie.
Yeah, the new one's good.
That one was yeah, the old one, oh god, it's horrible. But
I don't think I ever saw it.
The new one that they did where it's the brother looking for her I thought it was great. And I watched it on a whim thinking, I ain't gonna like this shit. And I was hooked.
Yeah, it was good.
I really enjoyed that one. I love Cloverfield. I thought that was a great one.
I know I'm not supposed to be watching the chat. I know that's against the rules. But John Teeter was here. Let's get it. Was here.
Yeah.
But he's stuck in the past because we talked about Trump like 10 minutes ago.
Well, maybe he's listening to the show in reverse.
Oh, well, he is a time traveler.
That's right.
Never mind. Go on.
But I enjoyed Cloverfield. The subsequent movies that have been put out associated with Cloverfield, I liked 10 Cloverfield Lane, but not as a Cloverfield movie.
The bit where fucking John Goodman just shoots that guy. I was like, what the fuck? That was amazing. But apart from that,
Yeah. So,
District 9 is awesome, Will.
yeah, I didn't like the Cloverfield paradox at all.
No, that's that was awful. I didn't even know what it was about.
And they hyped that up like crazy.
Yeah.
So,
But I couldn't tell you what it was about after watching it.
Yeah, no, neither could I. I don't know how it relates.
I don't know how any of them relate to each other, if I'm honest.
They don't.
War of the Worlds and Cloverfield have more in common than those three films.
Yeah, the War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise.
With Tom Cruise, yeah.
the horrible War of the Worlds movie.
Yeah.
That's the only time I will say, fuck you, Kevin Smith. You made me watch that movie because you said it was good.
Well, I understand the logic behind that. I mean, he suffered watching everyone else.
Yeah. Maybe it was a big joke. I don't know.
Never can tell with Kevin Smith.
No. So, yeah, no, I really enjoyed the movie, and I hope that it, from the sounds of the way the movie goes, it sounds like we're going to get more out of it. I don't want to ruin anything for anyone who wants to watch it. It looks like they want to do like a continuation with the movie,
it's
which
not
would be really cool.
Movie unless there's a sequel, man. I mean,
well, we need some good Bigfoot movies. Richard.
We do. There is no good Bigfoot movies. I've never seen one single Bigfoot movie that was good.
Harry and the Hendersons.
Well, besides that, I mean, that's
Legend of Boggy Creek. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Legend of Boggy Creek was okay, but it wasn't what I would consider good. The cinematography was horrible. I mean, I know it was the 1970s, but
it was good for the time, Steve.
Even for then, it was pretty piss poor as far as.
Steve, you're being really critical. As a guy who never watches movies, you're being really critical.
Well, he's got a point. I mean, the actual Patterson Gimlin film has better quality than The Legend of Boggy Creek. Let's just.
I mean, yeah, it's my favorite.
Most amateur porn movies have more fucking cinematography than fucking The Legend of Boggy Creek.
I'm just saying. I mean, even for the time,
like those shitty fucking amateur pornos where the camera's like going in and out of focus.
Just on a desk or something, and the whole thing's hidden while they're under a blanket or something. No shit, I actually watched an amateur porn film where they went under the blanket. I was like, what the fuck is the point? What is the fucking point?
Besides Harry and the Henderson, why is it that all Bigfoot movies have a mean Bigfoot in them? Well, no, there was the one with that kid from Tool Time.
Because it plays out better, Steve. No one wants to see nice Bigfoot.
I like nice Bigfoots.
What the fuck is nice Bigfoot going to do on film?
He's going to help the kid, beat up the bullies. He's
going to move into their house and get them into wacky adventures and really piss off John Lithgow. That's what he's going to do.
John Lithgow was a comedy legend. I mean,
did you ever see the TV series?
There's a man on the wing.
No. Oh, the Man on the Wing. Yeah, I've seen that. That was from
Twilight Zone, Steve.
Yes, Twilight Zone. That was one of my favorite episodes. I really
originally done by William Shatner.
Yeah, man, William Shatner. See, I know my television history. Yeah, you know, good episode.
You know, fucking black and white films.
Hey, what's wrong with that?
I don't know, Steve. It makes you not able to keep up. Yeah, give us some facts, Steve.
Black and white films are awesome.
Yeah?
That's a fact.
Yeah? Do you like silent films, Steve?
There are some that were specifically or especially well done back in the day, sure.
Charlie Chaplin fan, are you, Steve?
Well, no, not much of a Charlie Chaplin fan, but he was okay.
Yeah. Hitler liked him too, Steve.
I like The Dictator.
I don't think that Hitler actually liked. Well, he may have actually. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why he had the same mustache, Steve.
Yeah. Well, so he was modeling himself after an American comedian.
Did we lose Steve?
That is actually true, Steve. That's why he has that.
All right, I gotta look it up now.
No, because he really liked Chaplin, but Chaplin hated him.
Well, yeah.
Well, you know, as he should have, really, Richard.
Well, no, at the time. At the time, America and Hitler were allies. That's why Chaplin got deported.
At one point.
He didn't get deported. He got refused entry.
Well,
I didn't know my Hitler history like you guys do.
What's wrong with knowing your Hitler history?
Well, I'd rather know other.
You want to know what the warning signs are, aren't you?
that's right, Steve. You might be doomed to relive the past, Steve, if you don't remember it.
I mean, maybe you're just happy to let another Hitler come up and not know.
Maybe that's why you want to support Trump.
So maybe that, yeah. Maybe we figured this one out.
Now you're comparing Trump to Hitler.
No, I'm saying, I said maybe, Steve.
He said maybe, allegedly. Okay.
Oh, well, then that makes it all good.
Yeah.
It does.
Later, I'll tweet about it that he's an asshole. I can't help that, you know, he is how he is.
Hey,
what do you want me to say,
I think
Steve?
it's good for this country. It shows us what we really are. That's all.
Oh yeah, no, it's hey, this is one good look into America right now for everybody.
Can you imagine what it would have been like if Twitter had existed when Hitler was alive?
Oh Jesus!
Wonder what kind of tweets Hitler would have sent out.
Oh God!
Fucking over there, Hitler, Goebbels, and Stalin, and
you know, you ought to do a series on that, Richard. You know how you do your comic strips. Now you got another whole comic strip you could do. Hitler tweets.
Oh, Jesus.
What would Hitler tweet?
Folks, the ovens are working again. Jesus Christ.
Hashtag Third Reich forever.
Yeah. No shit.
See, this is what happens when we don't have a proper show topic.
You did have a proper show. You come up with some movie that you can't talk about because nobody's seen it, and you'll spoil it all for them.
We've seen it.
Only you.
Listen, Steve, some weeks I need to just fucking have a little bit of room. You know, I've had a pretty shit week.
Yeah.
I'm on call.
Yeah.
So, do I have any say in how things go on my show?
Yeah.
It usually works better if you don't.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, speaking of not knowing what I'm doing, I never did pull up.
I do kind of suck, don't I, Richard?
Oh, this sucks.
Oh God. Yeah. So I don't know.
So overall, what would you give the movie, the film, the cinema?
What's the rating standard, Steve?
I don't know.
Out of 10.
But 1 to 10?
1 to 10.
I'd give it a solid 7.
Ah.
I was going to say 6. I would say 6.
Yeah, I'd give it a solid 7 myself.
Where would one find this film, on Netflix?
I saw it at this amazing theater where you could pause the movie, get up and get some food.
Netflix.
Is it on Netflix?
I don't know. Hulu?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
Steve.
you guys watched it. Where did you watch it?
I got a hold of it.
Yeah.
Hold on.
From a friend.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Many friends.
That's how Richard got it.
I missed all that because Richard sends me these crap news stories that have videos behind them, and then it blows my ears out because I didn't know.
Hey, you know what, Steve? Last week, Chris did the news, and he did this amazing thing where he copied them out ahead of time. Because you had a whole hour when Chris went out.
And what was I doing? What was I doing during that hour?
You said you weren't going to work. You said you weren't doing anything.
But I did work.
Yes, you were trying to figure out how to say what color glasses, weren't you?
It was no, what kind of glass it was. Yes.
He was in the Mail for Mail personal ads.
I got to give a shout out to Hot Diggity Dog.
Oh God, what did Hot Diggity?
7 Hitlers out of 10 for the movie. I like that grading system. I think we're going to keep that.
Yeah, should we?
For future reviews.
God almighty. But I'd like to see better Bigfoot movies. I mean, come on. I mean, what have we? What have we gotten that's been halfway decent? Well, Willow Creek, which I still don't know what the fuck I watched.
The problem with Willow Creek is it's only a Bigfoot if you know about Willow Creek. If you don't know, it could be anything.
Right.
It could be fucking people living in the woods. It could be aliens. It's
Maybe
never
that
really
was the intention
specific.
of the movie.
And this movie, Big Legend. I can't think of any other Bigfoot movie that's come out that I've really enjoyed. Can't think of it. So
Yeah, no.
I have to go back to Boggy Creek. I did enjoy the movie. I just didn't think it was a great movie, And it's just like every other Bigfoot movie that's ever existed. They're just not good because they're pulling from a field of expertise, quote unquote. That is a bunch of fucking idiots.
yes, Will L. We all loved the Bigfoot $1 Million Man episode. Who didn't love Andre the Giant as Bigfoot?
Yes, that was good. I take everything I said about Bigfoot flicks back. That was
That's
good.
the problem, isn't it? What's the story of a Bigfoot film other than Harry and the Hendersons or they're being attacked by a monster in the woods?
There is no story.
Exactly.
And that's why it's bad. But where are they getting all their information from about Bigfoot? From the Bigfoot community, I'm guessing.
I doubt they're even doing that. They're probably looking at the wiki page.
Good enough.
Maybe someone will make a movie about fucking Dr. Johnson's Bigfoot.
Which is more, by the way, than most Bigfooters do. There is one.
There is?
There is a woo Bigfooting film.
There is?
That fishing, something about fishing. It's an Indian film, Native American story.
Yeah, get it right, Richard. You don't want to offend any of our listeners, all of our Native American fans.
Huh. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Hadn't heard about it. Couldn't tell you.
I know about it because that other show reviewed it.
There's another show about Bigfoot.
Which show?
Yeah.
The one with the Reverend and the tattoo artist.
I'm not sure.
The tattoo artist.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the old shows that he used to do.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Ah, yes.
Well, we'll have to find that film and watch it.
How long did that last?
About 9 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, I thought so. Sounds like it was a fucking riveting. Did they have tips for squatching?
No, that was before that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was another guy.
No, that was the same guy.
Was it the same guy?
Camping tips for stupids is what you're thinking.
Oh yeah.
They're both the same level of nails down a chalkboard. But...
Yeah,
I won't. I watched the very first Camping Tips for Stupids because he sent me a.
Did you learn anything?
I did. Yes.
What'd you learn?
It was awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me more, Steve.
I learned that stupid people camp.
Oh. Okay. That's
And there has to be a YouTube show
wow.
about it.
I'm in, Steve. Just stupid people camp. Yeah, sure. How do you fucking go wrong? If only
Anyway,
if only stupid people camped and then got fucking captured by Bigfoot and killed.
Well, that seems to be the whole premise of
We
the
wouldn't
movie.
have many Bigfoots left in that case.
One can hope.
Yeah.
The day Bigfoot starts doing that shit is the day we'll suddenly realize that like half the Bigfooters have just vanished.
It'd be like the Bigfoot rapture.
If only the missing 411 could come to the Bigfoot community.
The survivors called it Judgment Day.
There's a Bigfoot movie. All of the Bigfoot researchers are disappearing, and we all clapped.
Nobody went out.
Nobody looked.
Nobody gave a fuck. The police and the FBI are like, I don't fucking know.
Bigfooters? Yeah, fuck them.
They just shrug their shoulders. I don't know what to do about it. They're off searching for a mythical creature.
But what would be really funny if then like those Bigfooters became the same like legend as Bigfoot, and there were people that went looking for them in the woods instead of Bigfoot, and there were like websites set up just to find these people. I would find that hilariously ironic.
What if Bigfoot set up a website about missing people?
No.
See, I always wanted to do a parody of finding Bigfoot, but with Bigfoot looking for humans, and then find like burnt out cards and say, this is clear evidence of humans, but the Renee Bigfoot would say, I don't know, that's a natural formation, and the Matt Moneymaker Bigfoot would tell her to shut the hell up.
See, now I find that hilarious.
So that's the kind of thing that, you know, I should be doing with my life.
Yes.
No.
What would you call it?
I thought you would say something constructive, but
what would you call it? A series like that?
Well, you'd have to call it Finding Human, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I don't know.
The search for people.
Bigfoot's real name probably isn't Bigfoot. What would they call themselves? We call ourselves. Yeah, we call ourselves.
Fucking asshole.
Bigfoots wouldn't probably call us humans because they don't know.
Bob and Joe.
Little, no, that's too stupid.
Jack and Jim.
What the fuck?
I'm just saying, man. Keith and Colin is like the most Bigfooty names.
I agree. Jack and Jim just sounds like gay porn or something.
And we're right back to this again. Steve,
Yep.
Jesus.
Steve takes it right back
To gay porn.
man love. Steve, there's nothing wrong with man on man love.
I never said there was.
You know,
but you guys keep referring to it as if it's some horrible thing.
No, Steve, I'm totally accepting of what you have inside.
No, I'm not into man on man sexual relations.
When you're ready to come out, I'm here for you, Steve. I'm here. I'm your friend. Okay? I wouldn't walk away from you. I wouldn't, give up on you as a person.
I don't have an issue with two men doing whatever they want in the privacy of their own bedrooms.
Especially if one of those two men is you. Okay, go on.
No, I do not participate in such events and activities, but others do, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I agree, Steve. Live and let live, Steve.
That's right.
I'm glad that you're on board.
We're all on the same page. We're all moving forward.
I have now become a hater of Western New York Bigfoot.
What?
I do not. Now I don't like him anymore.
You liked him in the first place?
He just called me Steven, and nobody calls me that.
Ooh.
fuck.
Wow.
Now you're in the shit house there, Ryan.
Only my mom calls me Steven.
That's right. And she doesn't even call me that.
Only my mom calls me Christopher.
You should.
It's your fucking name, you jackass.
It is not my name.
It is your fucking name.
Steve is my name.
Should have poured salt into the wound and.
I'm pretty sure if we look at your goddamn birth certificate, it says Steven.
I would disagree. I'm pretty sure he is Steve to the core.
I can tell you.
Steve
My dad's name was Bob, but on his birth certificate it said Bobby.
Not Robert?
No, it wasn't Robert. It was Bobby.
No. That's what happens
So-
when that's what happens when you're from that section of the world.
Just saying. Nobody just call me by my proper name and I'll be all right.
All right, Steve.
Thank
Have I ever called you Steven?
I wouldn't be doing the show if you had.
Right. I always call you Steve.
Right.
I just know that that's your full name.
That is it. It's like Cher.
You're not a one name wonder, Steve.
I'll say if any of us three could pull it off, it could be Steve. The man called Steve.
But he's not.
I think that if he dropped Alcorn, it would just be Steve, and everyone would be okay with that.
Yeah. And if you went out in public and just like Cher or Madonna, you go out in public and say Cher, everybody knows who Cher is.
And if you say Steve, everyone would know who we were
That's
talking
right.
about.
Everyone would know that he's a diva too.
Because you're Chris and I'm Richard. There's only one Steve, so it works.
Yes.
The only way it wouldn't work is if we got another Steve involved.
Oh, well, they're all irrelevant.
We should find one.
We should
They're
find
all
another
irrelevant.
Steve now.
I would like to delegitimize Steve. It's been my whole goal for like the past 4 and 3/4
you've done
years.
really well.
I know.
You've done a really, really, really stellar job.
I've done a shitty job of convincing people that you're a shit stirrer and you're not the man they think you are. It's been a long road, Steve. That has gotten me nowhere.
Yeah, but yet we all continue.
Yeah, why not? Why shouldn't we?
Right at the zero.
That's right. All the way.
But yet people still show up.
Well, yeah. There's people that just can't not show up.
It's like when you're driving down the road and there's even the slightest hint that there's a car accident. And you just have to look.
Yeah. You rubberneck, Steve. This show is one big rubberneck for these people. Just every week they're like, meow.
There's a car accident? Oh no, just a dead squirrel. Yeah, still interesting.
It's just 3 assholes talking about bullshit. Oh, let's tune in again.
And they do it. That's what I don't get.
Go there.
That they keep coming back?
No,
Yeah.
Hot Diggity Dog made a comment. Don't even go there.
Oh, Jesus.
Stevie.
Don't even go there.
What's wrong with
I will
Stevie?
quit the entire show.
Where's the downside to that situation?
That's it. I'm out of here.
Is that all it takes?
That's all it takes is for us to refer to him as a Stevie.
And he's gone. That's it.
Well, to be fair, that's where his line is. Okay,
Fucking mic drop.
we've established everyone's line tonight.
Oh, shit. Do we have lines?
Yeah,
I always thought the whole idea was you put your foot over the line. I thought that was our job.
yeah, okay, but like personally, we've all got that line where no one puts a foot over. Like I don't give non-Fortean news stories. You don't take the piss out of football. Steve doesn't like being called Stevie.
Yeah, but see, Richard, there's an entire ocean separating you and me, so I will continue to put down football.
Right, well, we're going to have a problem right now. I'm happy for you to say I live in a castle in London with dragons. But let's leave football out of this, all right?
Sure thing.
There we go. Good. Glad we established that line.
I hate soccer, by the way, Richard.
So do I, but it's, World Cup. Gotta be patriotic.
My ex-wife was into fucking soccer, and I couldn't stand it. So, anyway. We just went right off the fucking rails tonight, didn't we? What happened to Steve? Did we lose him?
I think he went off in a strop because we called him Stevie.
Well, I didn't. Somebody else did. I was just talking about it.
I've been muted for like 10 minutes, and you guys were just fucking talking.
Yeah, exactly. See,
it was supposed to prove a point.
Yeah, because you contribute shit.
Nobody even noticed.
The chat room was like, oh, the quality of the show just increased weirdly.
Steve, I want you to remember something. I barely noticed you were gone last week. It's that simple. I've told you many times before, this show will go on regardless.
Yeah.
But I'd love to have you along for the ride.
Probably in a
because we've always had fun. There's one thing that I like about this show. It's that we've always had fun.
Yeah, whatever.
And when it
you've always had fun.
No, don't you? No, fuck off! Don't you lie. You've had just as much fun as I have.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't.
No, I mean, we got into this because we wanted to have fun. We wanted to enjoy.
Because we're both a couple of jackasses.
That too. However, Steve, when we started this, we wanted to be able to poke fun at stuff that we enjoy. That was the whole idea. We enjoy these topics. We have like this deep, I wouldn't say love, but just interest in the Fortean topics. And we want to be able to laugh at it because I think if anything, you should be able to laugh at this shit. If there's anything in the world you should be able to laugh at, it's the Fortean world. Like, because there's so much bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But we all want there to be something that comes out that's like, boom, mind-blowing. We just haven't seen it yet.
I'm afraid we never will.
I agree with you, Steve.
Not afraid. I'm pretty certain we never will.
But I'm still hopeful.
Right.
I love this shit.
We're setting ourselves up for failure.
Why are we setting ourselves up for failure?
No, we're not, because we never ever succeed. So.
Steve, I will never. We will never run out of shit to shit on.
You're right. No, we're setting our hopes and dreams up for failure.
Oh yeah,
if we're still hopeful that one of these things will prove itself.
But after all this time, if you're still hopeful, then you deserve to be let down.
If you're hopeful, just turn on fucking... No, if you're hopeful, just turn on Para Breakdown.
For all the people in the chat room who want...
He will ruin everything.
For all the people...
That's what little hope you have left.
For all the people in the chat room who don't understand why I don't like Steven or Stevie, how about Willie or John or Rai Rai? Come on. We already know how KT. We already know how she feels about her shortened version of her name. There you go. You got it now.
Wow.
What about with the PH? How'd you feel about that?
Nah. Well, that's not how my name is spelled.
So you do admit that your name is longer?
No, it's
no. Yes. No.
Steve.
Yes. No.
With a V. It's not Steph with a PH.
Stefan?
Yeah, it's not Stefan.
I think you should change your name to Stefan.
How about Hot Diggity Douche? Come on. Do you like that? Dino. What's up, Dino? I'm just gonna insult every fucking one of you tonight.
Does this make you feel better?
No.
Just lashing out at our innocent fans who have to suffer through the show when they knew screaming abuse of them.
Yeah. I mean, because this is like a fucking endurance run trying to make it through this goddamn show. Speaking of which, Steve.
What?
Do you have any news?
Oh, I'll have to do that one last because that's like breaking.
Breaking.
Yes. The chupacabra is real.
Whoa.
According to the civpost.com. They did some DNA analysis and it confirmed the existence of the chupacabra. It became known that scientists. Oh boy, this is written really good, Richard.
You know who we need, Steve.
Our breakdown.
Yes.
Robert Dominguez.
Oh yeah, we do.
Chupacabra hunter.
I'm going to read this story as it is written, as the way Richard.
Because remember, he doesn't think about the chupacabra.
Yeah. Okay. A group of American scientists who conducted DNA analysis confirmed the existence of a real chupacabra. It is reported Vista News. It became known that scientists of the U.S. state of Oregon, by a long study, tried to determine the origin of a terrible animal. This is really good quality news story, Richard. Which the locals shot dead in the
hairless raccoon.
Montana. In May of this year, scientists conducted DNA analysis where they tried to figure out what species this animal belongs to, the chupacabra. And remember, I'm reading this the way it's written. The results shocked researchers, since no DNA samples of all known animals were not similar with the genetic information of the killed animals. Thus, the scientists said that perhaps the nearly 40-pound beast could is. End of story.
Could is?
That is the story that Richard sent me.
The fuck is that?
I believe in the chupacabra after reading that shit.
Wow.
What the hell? Do you proofread these before you?
Chupacabra could is.
Well, you got to admit, someone that was spelling that badly clearly had to get the message across.
The chupacabra in the territory of Montana, because Montana is still a territory apparently, and that's where the chupacabra, normally shows up as Montana.
Sure.
Chupacabra could is.
Good times.
Milky bars on me. Mirror from the Mirror. UFO crashes 80 miles from England.
That's Steve's code for fucking jizz on himself.
Yeah. There was a UFO crash 80 miles from the World Cup match site, and an explosion shook homes.
I got it in.
A spooky UFO. Oh, you got fucking soccer in a story. Even though it's 80 miles from anywhere near anybody playing soccer.
UFO is Fortean. You can't prove otherwise. All right, read the story.
A spooky UFO could is. A spooky UFO with pulsating lights crash landed and exploded just 80 miles from the Russian city, hosting England's World Cup quarterfinal clash with Sweden. Two glowing balls were...
They found out it was just a fucking rabbit vibrator. Two
glowing balls were seen lighting up the midnight sky over the west of the ex-Soviet Republic of Kazakhstan. Probably radioactive balls. The eerie UFO crashed near the village of Bostandik, some 1,000 feet from some other place. Say police. Because I can't read Russian. The object exploded on landing, causing local houses to tremble and igniting a blaze on the parched steppe, destroying destroying bushes and grass covering 100 hectares. Is that bigger than an acre? A hectare?
I don't know.
Immediately, mobile communications in the remote area were cut.
Yes, a hectare is bigger than an acre.
It says
Are you in a fucking wind tunnel, dude?
No, it's a hectare. You're right.
Yeah, I got my fan on. It's really hot now.
Yeah, well, we can fucking hear it.
Is it like 3 Celsius over there?
No. No, it's not.
Even their temperature is all fucked up. One witness said the UFO material.
Bitch. Okay, my country is the mother country of yours, so our stuff is right, yours is wrong.
Yours is the old way, and ours is the perfection way, the perfected way.
Oh, really?
We've worked very hard to perfect it. The law enforcement
screw it up as much as possible.
A law enforcement source said the weird object that fell from the sky was like a ball that had been welded shut. The edges of the UFO had melted. Possible.
Listen, Richard, we worked very hard to create a government that's as useless as yours.
It's not a fucking UFO. The picture shows like plumbing on a ball. Not a UFO. You just put this story in here because it had soccer in it.
And UFOs.
Fake UFOs.
Well, it's a UFO. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, Steve? Can you look at it and say, this is...
Steve, if it has some kind of rotating light-up balls, it's got to be...
CosmosMagazine.com.
Ancient aliens.
Few extinct animals capture the imagination like the Tasmanian tiger. Geneticists have taken first steps to bring it back from the dead. John Pickerel will explain this, apparently. On the islands of Dampier Archipelago. I think I did pretty good on that one. Just off the coast of Western Australia, giant piles of rusty iron-rich boulders tumble into the brilliant turquoise waters of the Indian Ocean. 6,000 years ago, these islands were hilltops emerging from a wide coastal plain teeming with life. Aboriginal people recorded these animals by carving petroglyphs.
Why do I feel like I'm fucking listening to an episode of Planet Earth?
Among the images were more than 20 thylacines, also known as Tasmanian tigers. These wolf-like carnivore... Now, see, I tried to do this professionally and nice, but it didn't work. These wolf-like carnivorous marsupials carried their young in a pouch like kangaroos, sported tiger-like stripes on their backs, and had jaws capable of an impressive 120-degree gape. They were common across much of Australia and New Guinea. But then people killed them all.
Well, that's what we do, Steve.
Yes.
As we do. As is our right.
In recent times, the hope that they could be de-extincted through cloning has become possible, or at least hopefully possible. Specimens from 450 thylacines are in museums around the world. Most are skin and bones, but 13 pouch young joeys were preserved in alcohol or formaldehyde. The Melbourne Museum has one so well preserved that a team led by Andrew Pask of the University of Melbourne announced in 2017 successful sequencing of its entire genome. It is the most intact genome obtained for any extinct species. I'm going to skip ahead to get to the real meat and bones of this story.
Go ahead, Steve.
Anyway, they think they can clone the damn thing.
Excellent.
Yes.
That was the meat and bones, was it?
Yes.
Anyway, they think they can clone the damn thing.
That's what it says.
But I don't think it says that.
Well, more or less.
I suspect it's less and not more.
Anyway, fellas, that's the news. What is this, like a marching band or something?
That's the news theme, okay? You tried doing it. It didn't work out. I'm doing it now.
I like my news theme better.
Then why aren't you doing it?
Fucking production back into the show.
By the time I can get the news theme out, you've already done your news theme.
You didn't even try. You didn't even make the effort.
I did so. How do you know I didn't?
He barely makes the effort to come on the show, Richard.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
How's that for an effort?
See? Why don't you play it?
A little fucking late. That's what it is. Jesus Christ.
Like the last guy's crossed the finish line and Steve turns up for the race. That's where we are.
Anywho, on that note, this has been the Fortean Slip, episode 33. Bigfoot's not blurry. If you like this shit, hit the little thumbs up button. If you don't, hit the little thumbs down button. It was a train wreck. I'm sure you'll have a few. Leave a comment, subscribe. Check out Matt Knapp on youtube.com/bigfootcrossroads. Check out Bigfoot with Keith and Colin on Facebook. That's Richard's comic strip. As always, check out Dred Funn at dredfunn.com and youtube.com/Dred Funn. Love the stuff Dred Funn's been doing lately. I'm so glad that he's out there putting himself at the conventions. He's been getting a lot of love. And I'd like to get him some more. Check out Phil Poling at youtube.com/Parabreakdown. For those of you who don't know, Phil's son got hit by a car.
He's okay.
He's okay. Everything's good. And they don't know when he's going to be coming home. But if you all could just throw some love Phil's way, he's pretty concerned about his boy. So our thoughts are out there with Phil and his family. And hopefully we'll be back next week with a proper topic, as Richard would put it. However, I doubt it.
Proper topic?
If we don't, then, business as usual, lads.
Yeah, pretty much. and
We'll wing it.
Enjoy the shit show. But anyway, see ya!